Guys, so I just had like a revelation in the shower, hence why I have a towel on my head. Um, I realized I never talked about my method of birth control on here, which some of you are probably like, well, who cares? TMI, blah blah blah. But for me, it's really important because a lot of people don't know their options or don't know what's best for them, and just getting birth control is hell for the most part, and this has been several years journey now, so I guess I'll just start from the beginning. So I first started on the pill, god, when even was it? I don't even know anymore. I don't even know. Was I on the pill the first 2 years of college? I don't think so. I think I started junior year of undergrad, so like almost 3 years ago. And I was taking an actual pill. I cannot, that's so weird. It seems like it's been forever, but it hasn't really been that long. Anyways, and I mean, that was fine, whatever. I took it normally in the beginning, so like 3 weeks of pills, 1 week off, that kind of thing. And I was like, this is BS. I don't want periods, because my periods have always been freaking awful. Like, stay at home and just cry all day awful. So I went back to my doctor and we decided that I could take the pills like 3 months at a time, so I'd only have 4 periods throughout the month. I mean, the month. That'd be awful. Throughout the year. And I mean, that was nice, but at the same time, I was still having the periods. And I was just like, no. So this past couple months, I've been researching heavily on, different methods of birth control, because I really hated having to remember taking a pill every day. And I just hated taking it. And I just didn't want a period at all. So I looked into IUDs and implants, but IUDs scare the shit out of me, to be honest. I've heard a lot of horror stories, and like you have to check it like pretty much daily, and I've heard it like puncturing people's uteruses and like just all this scary stuff. So I was kind of like, that's a last resort. So I looked into implant, and the implant, from just like the research I've done, sounded pretty awesome. Like, it just goes in your arm, which sounds scary, but it's really not. And it lasts for 3 years, and it's one of the most effective birth controls out there. So the only problem was it's really freaking expensive. I've heard they range from like $800 to $1,500. So then I had to look into that. The amazing thing is that my insurance covered everything. I looked into it at Planned Parenthood. They offer pretty much any kind of birth control that you would ever want. So, and I noticed that they did do implants, and they accept my insurance, which is amazing too, because it's actually kind of hard to find places that accept my insurance. It's what some people call Obamacare, but it's basically, I always get this, it's either Medicaid or Medicare. I don't remember which one's for older people and which one's for other, like everybody else. I don't remember. It's one of those through the state, and not everybody accepts it, which is kind of weird to me, but whatever. So they accepted my insurance, and insurance covered everything. I literally had to pay nothing for this implant that is literally like, it could be $1,000. So I went in. Getting an appointment was actually really easy. It I mean, I was like, hey, I want to get the implant. And they're like, okay, let's set up an appointment. And like next week I had an appointment, and then they just like put it in, and it was like done. It was really awesome. The really sad thing is though, like when you actually go to the Planned Parenthood, there's like bulletproof glass, and you have to ring yourself in and be approved to actually like be able to open the door and that kind of stuff, because all the crazy people who shoot up Planned Parenthood and that kind of thing, you know who you are. Anyways, so I went in, we talked about the implant for a little bit just to kind of reaffirm my feelings on it, and the doctor was like, yeah, it's really good. There is a chance, there's like a 10% chance that you will still have periods. And I was like, well, let's just try it anyways. I was like, of course, I'll probably be one of the 10% because that's just my luck. But actually, I haven't had a period since I got it in, and I got it in July. Whoa! And it's now November. Can I get a what? What? No period! It's like, oh my god! It's like the best freaking thing ever. I'm not spending a crap ton of money on, you know, like pads and tampons. I'm not like sick for a couple of days, like bleeding profusely, like puking, and you know, all this stuff. I can actually function, and I'm like, it's like so fucking exciting. Like, I mean, I don't need a period. I do not want a baby. I don't even know if I want them at all if my entire life, so I definitely don't medically have a need for periods. So I was like, bye, girl. Ah! So, as you might know, the implant goes in your arm. They like put a little bit of anesthesia stuff, I don't know, where it's supposed to go in, and then just like boop boop it in. You can barely feel it. It's on this arm. Sometimes I lose it. Oh, it's right here. I mean, you can't really see it, but you can feel it. It's like this little rod. It's like so cool. Like, I feel like it's so high tech, but I mean, it's so cool though. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with this baby for 3 years, hopefully, and then after that, I'm hopefully gonna just get another one and keep, you know, doing this. But it's like really amazing to not have to worry about, one, taking the pill every day, two, like not getting pregnant, even though I don't really have that problem right now, three, not having my periods, like not worrying about like, oh, let's wear a pad for a couple days before I'm supposed to have my period just in case I like leak through my pants at work or something, you know what I mean? Like, it's just such a relief. So yeah, that's my birth control story. And if anyone has any questions about the implant, just message me or comment on this video and I will help you as best as I can. So see you next time.